like Chanel. See on both sides like Chanel.
You know that feeling of being stuck? Of course you do. We all do. It's that sense that no matter what you do, you're just not moving forward. Well, today, we're going to pull back the curtain and look at the invisible forces behind that feeling, what we're calling the hidden architecture of personal stagnation.
Right, let's get right into it. This is the biggest personal puzzle there is, isn't it? You consciously, truly want to start that business, or get healthier, or just change something. You might even have a whole plan written out, and yet, you don't do it. Days slip by, then weeks, then years. So what is really going on here?
And this is exactly what it feels like. You're putting in all this energy, right? You're thinking about it, worrying about it. You're exhausted just from the mental effort, but you look around and you're in the exact same spot. Nothing has changed. It's so frustrating, and honestly, it can be pretty demoralizing. Okay, so if we want to figure out how to finally get off this treadmill, we have to start by looking past the reasons we usually give ourselves. We have to go beyond the obvious excuses. Ah, yes, the usual suspects. I think we all know these guys pretty well. These are the reasons we trot out when we can't explain why we're not moving. I'm just so busy, or if I just had a little more money, or my favorite, I'm just waiting for the right moment. And look, these things feel so real when we say them. But what if they aren't the real story?
And that question is the turning point. What if focusing on these excuses is like blaming a cough when you actually have a cold? The cough is real, you can feel it, but it's just a symptom of a deeper, invisible cause.
This is where our investigation has to go, deep under the surface. We're looking for an invisible, internal framework that's secretly running the whole show. This is what we're calling your hidden inner architecture.
So what does that actually mean? Well, think of it like this. We all have an unconscious operating system. It's a whole collection of beliefs, fears, and even commitments that we don't even know we have. And this system's number one job, above everything else, is to keep us safe. It's constantly running in the background, and it will quietly shut down our conscious goals if it thinks they're a threat.
And this really gets to the heart of it. We spend so much time and energy trying to knock down the walls we can see, the lack of money, the lack of time, all while being completely unaware that we're trapped inside an invisible fortress that we built ourselves.
So, if we're living inside this hidden structure, how is it built? What's it even made of? Well, let's go take a look at the actual blueprints.
Okay, this is where it all becomes crystal clear. On one side, you have your stated desires, the things you tell yourself and other people you want. I want to start my own business. But on the other side, there's a competing hidden commitment. I am absolutely committed to avoiding the risk of failure. You say, I want to be more creative, but your hidden architecture is actually committed to the safety of your comfort zone. And in a head-to-head battle between a conscious desire and a hidden commitment, well, the hidden commitment wins almost every single time.
So these hidden commitments, they're held up by three incredibly powerful pillars. First up, a deep instinctual fear of the unknown. Your brain would rather choose a misery it knows than a happiness it can't predict. Second, there's the comfort of identity. Changing your life means changing who you are, and that can feel like a direct threat to your existence. And finally, the sneakiest one of all, the hidden benefits you get from your current situation. Now I know what you're thinking. Benefits to being stuck? That's crazy. But think about it for a second. What do you secretly get from staying right where you are? Do you get to avoid the massive responsibility that would come with success? Do you get to hold on to a story about yourself that's familiar and comfortable? Do you get sympathy and attention from others? These hidden perks are the unconscious rewards, the secret glue that makes staying stuck so deceptively appealing.
Okay, so we've just uncovered this invisible prison. And I know it might sound a bit bleak, but here's the really empowering part. Once you can see the architecture, you stop being its prisoner. You can actually become your own architect.
And this is the most crucial insight. You don't fight the system head-on. You can't win a direct battle with your own unconscious mind. The work isn't about demolition, it's about observation. The very first step is to just get curious and start reading the blueprints of your own mind, without any judgment.
Because once you're aware of a hidden commitment, once you can actually see it, name it, and say, oh, there you are, it starts to lose its power over you. Awareness gives you a choice where before there was just an automatic, unconscious reaction. Seeing the blueprint means you can finally pick up the pen and begin to draft a new design for yourself.
So, I'll leave you with this to think about. Looking at your own life, at that one area where you feel like you're stuck on that treadmill. What might be the hidden commitment holding you there?
What's the invisible wall that you can now, maybe for the first time, begin to see? Because just identifying it, that is the first and most powerful step you can take to redesigning your future.